Hello and welcome to New Hope Dairy and Cattle Farm. Well, we have one last task for today, and it's, I suppose, an unpleasant task, but we are going to be moving the animals out in the next month, so I've decided to come down and we are going to be basically sorting out our boys, our bulls. We've got quite a few of them now. We do need to have a look and see what we can do with them. We've got too many that would just be able to be creating havoc if we had this on a real life farm, this many bulls. So we need to have a look and see what we can do with them. Now, in the latest update, of course, there was the option to castrate bulls or male animals. So we're going to be looking at that, and we're also going to be looking at our mature bulls. And of course, when it comes to castration, we don't really want to be castrating a fully fledged or a mature male. Number one, you'd be you would have serious problems getting to him. Of course, you do have contraptions these days that you can use that, but it just doesn't make any sense, and to me it would be quite cruel. So the rule, castration wise, is that we will castrate at birth. Basically, we will ban the animals as they are, all the males that are born. Well, first of all, we'll make a decision on their quality, of course, and we will still keep the exceptional quality animals as a backup for any other misadventures that may happen to any of our breeding stock. Right, so let's get in, and we need to be in the animal dialogue, and we need to go down to the information tab. So the first thing we're going to have a look at is all our young bulls. So anything that is under 10 months old, we will be able to sort out. Right, so the first one we're going to look at is Knight. So he is pretty good, but yeah, I don't think he would make the grade. So if you go down to the bottom, so first of all you need to be in your information tab, and if you go down to the bottom you'll see that there's a new button here called castrate, and we'll click that, and if we go on to the next one and we come back to that, now you can see that that animal is now infertile, and also his overall health has changed down to good. So that we will put into, I think we'll still keep them in the bull pen, the bull pasture. Well, actually no, we can't keep them in the bull pasture. We'll put them into the normal open pasture, and then we will sell them from there when they get to a decent price. And I think we're going to set up our price at over 4,000. As long as we can get over 4,000 for a mature animal. I think it may change because we've got them now infertile, but we'll have a look at that and we'll see. Right, so let's go on with it. We'll go to Hercules, have a look. Yeah, so no, this has got extremely high. So for now I'm going to hold on to him until we can find something better. Really, we want to try and get something that is extremely high over there, but that's got 3 extremely highs. So for now we'll hold on to him as a backup. This one only has 1, so we know we already have one that is better than that. So we'll castrate him, and he's still young. Hartley is still 7 months old. He'll need to be sorted out. Zip. We know we've got something better than Zip, so he'll be sorted out. And this one will also be sorted out. It's actually a feather in our cap that we have some that on other farms may very well be their main breeding bull. We could of course keep these separate again and wait for them to mature and probably get a slightly better price for them, but yeah. Now did I castrate 10 months, that's okay. 16 months, so we can't do anything with them. And with those we are going to be selling them straight away. So we'll come back and we'll go through the selling process afterwards. So I'm going to go through the rest of the bulls, and then we'll get back to you and we'll sell what needs to be done. Or not what needs to be sold, should I say. 5 months old. Yeah, that's... And so that's the best Holstein that we have at the moment. Also, he's 9 months old, so he's fine. And 19 months. Yeah, so they are all in for selling. 9 months, so we'll definitely keep that for now. 10 months. Right, we will sell. So right, so now we're looking at the Angus bulls. So he's pretty good. So 2 extremely highs, 1 extremely high, so we can 10 months old. Yeah, we'll have to sell that. It's over. So 10 months and older is what will not be castrated. Very good. So that'll be sold. That'll be sold. So we really want to get them to maybe 24 months old, but I'm going to be selling everything right now just to get us going. So we've got one that's better than that at the moment. I think Stallion has already done quite a bit of work. 22 months, 19 months, 18 months. And then the Limousin bull. Yeah, I think we will sell him as well. Okay, so it's all the castration done. Now we'll go do the selling. So that one we were keeping. Which one are we going to keep as infertile? So that needs to be sold. No, we're going to move that to a different pen and wait for it to mature up now. Hercules, he's definitely getting kept, and it's going to be sold, or at least moved. That one is going to be moved. That one is going to be moved. That one is going to be moved. Moved. See, that one we shouldn't have done because of the age. Made a bit of a mistake there, but we'll get going. I'm on the wrong page again. So let's have a look and see. Brown Swiss, 9 months old. Yeah, so that's going to be moved. That's going to be sold. 9 months. 16 months. Why is that called? Oh, it's Nate, not Kate. Espresso is going to be sold. Zeppelin is going to be sold. Flipper is going to be kept for now, or it's going to be kept. 14 months is going to be sold. Sold. And Diego is going to be sold. Then in our Angus's, kept, sold. Simba is going to be sold. Lucky S. Yep. So, yep. These are all going to be sold. And we're going to sell Spotty Harry as well. Sell the selected. So bring in 42 grand. It's not to be scoffed at. And that's that done. So I just want to check up and see if there's anything else with this. So everything from here will be moved. So this is a really good one. Right, then the next thing that we have to do is we just have to go through to each of our calving pens and see if there's any. And I think there's plenty of males in here. Brown Swiss bull, yeah, that needs to be sorted. Angus, that's a normal one. Down to the next one. And bull, yep. Big Trooper. So Big Trooper, 2 extremely highs. For now, well, let's just see what the others are like. Bull, so that, yeah. And Rogue, one, yeah. That's so for now, I think Big Trooper will make the grade. And yep, that's that done. We'll go down to this one here. It's empty. And we'll go down to here. Yeah, it'll. No, that's a cow, so it'll give milk. It'll give milk, so we're not worried about that. In any case, we can't castrate a female, so you'll notice down at the bottom there's no option down at the bottom. And lastly, yep. There we go. He's a nice one, so he'll definitely be kept. Right, so now we have pretty much culled our herd in one form or another, so to speak. So we've got far fewer cows in there, mainly youngsters and adolescent bulls. So that's good. We've made a bit of money, and once again we've changed a system. So the ones that have got the fairly good stats will be grown up and kept as potential breeders, but more importantly they'll be reared till about 24 months, and we should get good prices for them in the market, or top prices for them in the market. The other calves that are born and castrated will be grown just as we would for meat and they'll go in with the female breeding dairy stock, not dairy stock, meat stock, and they will mature there until we can handle them. I think we'll do our sales in March every year, just before we turn out the cows, because we'll have them all nicely together in the different barns. We won't have to, well, we can do them anywhere, but I think that'll probably be the best. And we'll keep an eye on it during the year. Doesn't mean it has to be sold in, just we'll make sure that everything that we've perhaps missed. Right, so I think that is where we're going to end this episode, and that is taking care of our boys. I'm not sure they're all happy about it. Well, I'm confident that they're not happy about it, but at least we've moved on, made a bit of money out of our beef stock, and we have some good spare bulls around. And finally we have reduced our feeding costs. I wouldn't say substantially, but yeah, they are being managed. In any case, I hope you have found this episode informative. I do like the fact that you can now castrate the animals. It is something that would be done. As I said, we will only do it if they are under 10 months, so up to 9 months old. We should actually only do it when they are born. If we miss them when they are born, then we should really just sell them on. So that's what we'll do. We'll refine it slightly as we go along. In any case, I think that's where we will end off March. We'll go and have a rest. We'll see you in the next episode when it'll be the big turnout again. So thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheerio.